and we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing is the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel, it's just embarrassing. My dog Just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to Just to feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't wanna talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats would tell lies, then they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah, yo. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
What's good? What's good? Dang. I'm smoking my lungs. What's good with the fam, man? How y'all feeling on this good Sunday? We back again. We get boxing. It's JusDueBoxing. If y'all catch this on the playback, y'all sub to the channel. Smash that like button, man. Come holler at your boy. We're going to give our post-fight thoughts today, man. It's a good night of boxing, man. Good night of boxing. Anytime you know you gotta go back and rewatch fights because you know they on at the same time. That's usually a good problem to have, and we had that problem yesterday, man. We had two cards on at the same time. We had the zone card rocking off, man, and we had this PBC card that I think was pretty solid. You know what I mean? I think they put on another good card for the year, man. Another good fight, but you know, it's always some controversy surrounded around these referees, especially this year. That's a common theme, man. One thing I see is there's a lot of questionable stoppages are just bad timing, man. But let me say what's up to the fam real quick, man. Sleeper, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Gertz, what's good with it, bro? Mike Biggs, Boxing, what's good, my bro? Andrew Gray, what's good with it, fam? Kenneth, what's good, my bro? How you feeling? Ashley's Corner, what's good, Cuzzo? How you feeling? Mike, what's good, Brody? So I interviewed last night here that Wilder will be facing Joshua in December. I'll just say this, man. It sounds like good news, but anytime Eddie Hearn is facilitating the Wilder's news, you always got to take it with a grain of salt because Wilder really don't like that dude. You know what I mean? So he never know the latest on Wilder. He could be right, but I always check with Tay Jones when it comes to Wilder. OG Eric and STL, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling, bro? Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all punch the like button for you, bro. We just gonna have us little post-fight thoughts, man, from last night. Last night's action was pretty good, like I said. So I know it's Sunday, so I wanted to come here earlier, build for about an hour, hour and a half or something. We're gonna talk about this this post-fight, man. For starters, I had to go back. Zach B, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? I had to go back and watch the DAZN card and catch myself up on the speed on what went on over there. And I noticed Khalil Ko. So salute to Khalil Ko, man. He's another good fighter on the come up, man. They had a rare double knockdown in their fight. Bro had a double knockdown. You know, he got up to, win from that. He ended up knocking out forgot what's his opponent name, Balaz or something like that. But yeah, Khalil Ko did his thing, man. Another prospect I think to keep an eye on. Big Tex, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up. Salute to the fan, Mo. Berlanga is tragic. We're gonna get to Berlanga too, man. You're gonna run through this, man. But like I said, I like Khalil Ko, man. He put on a good performance. Like I say, he survived the double knockdown. You know what I mean? His opponent definitely got the worst of it out of the double knockdown. But it was interesting to see. And, he weathered the storm and stayed the course and got him a TKO in the 7th round out of an 8-rounder. You know what I mean? To remain undefeated. Both guys was undefeated. So it was a good test for him, I think, coming in. And he passed the test. Like I say, he had a little moment where he got dropped, but knee touched the canvas, but it wasn't. It was a learning experience at the very least, man. So I like what I seen from Khalil Ko. Like putting down fighters, yeah, but Berlanga's just not that guy. Berlanga's just a prospect. He's still in that space. I mean, he's trying to work his way into the contender space. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I just feel like we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it. I wanted to bring this other fight up real quick too. I wanted to bring up the smaller fight so we could get them out the way. This fight with JADE BORNEA and Fernando Martinez. That was a good scrap. I felt like BORNEA came out strong. I think he was more composed early. I thought Martinez was a bit tight. I thought he was loading up on everything, throwing all his punches hard. He was missing a lot. BORNEA was making him miss a lot early. But as Martinez settled into the fight, BORNEA slowed down. And when he got his ear busted, that changed the tide of the fight. Once BORNEA's ear got busted, it was over. It was like it turned into a bloody mess. Dude, ear looked like a chewed up piece of gum or something like that. It looked bad for him, man. I don't know what was the extent of his injury. Was it just a cut in the ear? Because he did look to have a little case of cauliflower ear, something you usually don't see in boxing. You usually see that in MMA and wrestling and things like that when they're doing a lot of grappling and stuff. So it was a little weird to see that dude have the cauliflower ear, but it looked bad. It was a nasty, nasty injury. He had a big, cut or whatever the case it was in the ear. I don't know if his eardrum was bust. I don't know, but it looked like his equilibrium was off for a minute, and he regained his composure, but he was unable to, to kick into another gear. And Martinez kept bringing the pressure. He kept landing those little chopping right hands that was doing a lot more damage than what I thought. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up getting an 11th round stoppage to retain his belt, the IBF belt. And like I said, it was a good scrap. The common theme and problem that these Filipino fighters, in respect to the Philippines and all they Filipino fighters, but I think a common problem that all those guys is running into, every time we get a athletic Filipino fighter in there with some speed, we start comparing them to Manny Pacquiao, and not meaning us, but the people that push these fighters. So JADE BORNEA was another guy. If you go look on his Instagram, one of his most recent pictures is of him and Pacquiao. And I think they do themselves a disservice. I know they want to, kind of attach their name to a Filipino legend, a great, like Hall of Famer, all those things. But the fact of the matter is these dudes just don't have the talent and the skill set that a Manny Pacquiao has. So they're gonna always fall short when it comes to filling them shoes. Those are, for a small guy that Manny Pacquiao was, those are big shoes to fill, and I just don't feel like these up and coming Filipino guys are it. You know what I mean? They come with certain little attributes, certain things that might remind you of Manny to a certain degree, but when it's all said and done, they miss the mark, and they miss the mark terribly. They fall short, way short of the mark. So again, he came out, Berlanga did, fighting a good fight, but I believe once that air got busted, you know, he just looked off for the rest of the fight, and I believe Martinez smelled blood in the water. Literally, he was bleeding all over the camera lens. You know, his air, like I said, was a bloody mess, and he continued to get worked. In my opinion, they could have stopped the fight a lot sooner. You know what I mean? But the stoppage was another suspect stoppage. Now, again, I understand the stoppage, but the timing of it. Berlanga, he weathered worse storms at the time of that stoppage where you just decided to say, oh, that's enough. It was just bad timing to me. That's what the issue was. I'm not saying that dude was going to win and come back and beat Martinez and none of that. But I just hate to see questionable stoppages. Like what I'm saying is it was points where he was getting mauled a lot more than what he was at the time of the stoppage, and you just jumped in there and ended the fight. And I just didn't like the way that looked. But nonetheless, you know, Fernando Martinez, you know, he had a rough start, in my opinion. I thought he was losing the fight early. And it looked like he settled in, you know, about midway to the fight. He settled in pretty good. He started really applying some real pressure. I thought he was throwing a lot of single shots at first, but, you know, he started putting the punches together a little bit better. And he started wearing Berlanga down a little bit, man. And like I said, once he bust that air, the rest was downhill for Berlanga. Like he was unable to, I think, win any more rounds after that point. He just started getting worked over. Yeah, Berlanga's not that guy. So again, just wanted to talk about the earlier fights, man. The quick get those out the way, get those dudes they credit, man. They did those small guys for some small guys. We talking about a guy that was 5'2" and a guy that was 5'3.5", and they're banging it out, man. So it was a good fight. It was a good opener. They went in there, they did their thing, man. Like I said, the timing of the stoppage. I don't have a problem with the stoppage, just the timing of it. If you was gonna stop it, you should have stopped it when he was getting mauled and bleeding all over the damn camera lens. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, as it remains, you know, Fernando Martinez did get the 11th round TKO to remain undefeated. And, you know, Berlanga was undefeated. So he suffered his first loss, and his record drops to 18-1 with 12 knockouts. And I believe Martinez might be, what is he, 16-0, I think now, 8 or 9 knockouts. So, well, I'll keep my eye on Martinez, man. But I feel like, man, I feel like he's very beatable. He put on a good performance, but I feel like Martinez is very beatable. In fact, I think if it wasn't for the injury to Berlanga's ear, the fight might have played out a lot differently. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Good fight by the small guys, man. They went in there and gave us a good fight. Now, moving on from them, you know, the co-main, you know, this was a triple header on Showtime last night. The co-main event was our boy ERICKSON the Hammer Lubin versus Cuba Arias. Miss Joette, salute to the queen. How you feeling today? Appreciate you stopping through. Edition 30 was good with it. Berlanga did not perform when he stepped up. He's got work to do. We're going to get to him too. We moving right along. We going to get to him. We sure going to get to him. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Salute to the OG. How you feeling today? Yeah, there'll never be another one of those guys. And you know what, Sleeper? That's okay, because if they really want, like, just think about it. If everybody that they was comparing to Manny Pacquiao was really him, then Manny wouldn't be as special as what he is. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's time for them to just recognize that he's a one-of-one kind of guy when it comes to Filipinos and Filipino fighters. He's just a one-of-one, and that's what makes him greater. But the more that they compare these guys to him that's nothing like him, it kind of takes from the greatness that is Manny Pacquiao in a sense. You get what I'm saying? Because you're just comparing these, not saying run of the mill, but these dudes just ain't a career. They don't have the talent, man. They don't have the talent. They just don't have the talent that a Manny Pacquiao did. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, it's just time for them to face facts, man. That dude was a one-of-one. I don't think you will see another one of him, and not no time soon. Not no time soon. But yeah, man, let's get to this co-main event. Like I said, man, this co-main event for the J-Rock Diamonds card, man, was ERICKSON Lubin and Luis Arias. And I told people before the fight even started, depending on how it go, Luis Arias gonna do some holding in the fight. Because that's what he do. When they get rough, and you start putting that leather to him, he start doing a lot of holding. He's good at surviving. This is why he's made it this far without getting knocked out. You get what I'm saying? And I said it the whole time. I wanted to see ERICKSON Lubin, especially coming off a tough loss with Sebastian Fundora that looked worse than what it was. A lot of people don't realize that it looked worse than what it was, but nonetheless, it was a tough loss. You get what I'm saying? He had his moments in the fight, but he just didn't have enough. Sebastian Fundora was able to upset him, beat him, and now he came back against Luis Arias, like I said, after 13 months. And I was looking for ring rust and things like that, and I'm going to be honest with you. Sean Clark, my bro. What's good with it, Sean? How you feeling, Brody? I'm going to be honest. I get it. He had Luis Arias in there with him. You know what I mean? Still a tough, solid fighter. You know what I mean? A very game. You know what I mean? Fighter. Never been stopped. But I think I ain't see much ring rust from ERICKSON Lubin last night. I ain't see a lot of ring rust from him. I think he did exactly what I wanted to see him do from a supporter standpoint, from a fan standpoint, is utilize his boxing, not chase the knockout. You get what I'm saying? Not headhunt, things like that. Take your time. He did all of those things. He checked all of those boxes. And to me, like that's one of the better versions of ERICKSON Lubin I think we've seen in quite a bit. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people question his chin and say he's chinny and things like that. Even Arias was saying it, right? But I think he did a hell of a job not getting hit with big flush shots over and over again. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think this was one of his better defensive showings. You know what I'm saying? I think he really limited what Arias was able to do, and he just didn't take a lot of unnecessary shots, and that's impressive. That's what you want to see, regardless of who you in there with. You don't want to see a guy getting hit with the same shots over and over again, flush shots, clean shots, getting his bell rung unnecessarily. Lubin, you know what I mean? He neutralized all that. He made sure none of that happened. Even the shots that he did take that was flush, he just took them things on the chin and kept going. Like he just walked right through whatever Arias was throwing. He just walked right through him. You know what I'm saying? Right, Sean. That's, you get what I'm saying? So I appreciate the performance. I was looking forward to this fight. You get what I'm saying? I wanted to see the get back of ERICKSON Lubin. This was important to me to see what he was going, you know what I mean? What he was going to look like and how he was going to perform now. Some people, they prisoners of the moment, and whenever they see a guy take a loss or a bad loss, you get what I'm saying, especially a TKO or a knockout loss, they think the guy is done. I for one, I said it over and over, Lubin wasn't done, and he had more to offer to this boxing world. You know what I'm saying? Now, how successful he'll be remains to be seen, but at the bare minimum, you can say this man showed, you know what I'm saying, a complete arsenal to a certain degree last night. He really went in there and shined last night. Edgar Chavez jersey is in the building. What's good, my bro? How you feeling? I think he went out there and really, he performed as good as you can after a 13-month layoff. You get what I'm saying? And what was very key? And this was so refreshing to see, man. Kevin Cunningham is an underrated but very great coach, man. I mean, he told Lubin the exact things to do. Like when Lubin got that knockdown, if you listen to the corner instruction right before that, he was telling them exactly what to do, and Lubin went out there and did it and got the stoppage. Now, I know some people they hate that stoppage as well. Chop was good with it. Some people ain't like that stoppage either, but I think the problem with that is Luis Arias ain't do himself no favors trying to wait so long to get up. Now, if we just being honest, I definitely feel like he beat the count. But I just, it's a tough situation. Like, I just don't know why the ref didn't award that man the opportunity to continue. But I definitely think he was going to get stopped. Definitely thought he was going to get stopped. But It's just, again, the timing of it. Like you said 9, his both knees was up. Neither knee was on the canvas. I don't understand why he wasn't awarded the opportunity to continue to fight. But like I said, he was getting outgunned. He was getting outclassed the entire fight. Lubin was spot on. He was catching that man with, sharp, crisp jabs, right hands. You get what I'm saying? Left hooks. I like the way Lubin was turning his hook over last night. It was an impressive body of work to see from him, man. He was in his bag, and he was performing well. Like I said, he had full control of the fight. And I think that's the only argument there you could make. But again, that was only midway through the fight. What is that, about a 5th round stoppage? Like, I think they could have awarded that man the opportunity to keep going for sure. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, for real, Sean. It's just about staying patient and being smart and showing your boxing skills and none of that tough man stuff. Like, if you hear what Kevin Cunningham was telling him, none of that. He was like, none of that. Like, because I know he referring to his last fight. You get what I'm saying? Like, that tough man stuff was what got you hurt. Go in there and box. You get what I'm saying? Be sharp. Be sharp. He kept telling him, be sharp. You get what I'm saying? He got up at 9 with shaky legs. I get you. That's why it's no real argument there. I think he was getting dominated. You know what I'm saying? JJ, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. Ghost, what's good with it? Judah Ben, my bro, what's happening with it? Legs, and he just got hurt the whole fight. Yeah, I get you. So again, it's no big argument there. Like, I enjoyed the fight. I enjoyed the performance from Erickson Lubin's side. Like, I think he went in there and really controlled the fight from the start. He utilized his jab, very crisp jab. He was defensively responsible. Like I say, he didn't get hit with a lot of flush, clean shots. The shots that Arias was throwing to the body, Lubin was blocking a lot of those. You know what I mean? Catching them off the arms and gloves. Like, so it was one of the better performances you've seen from him, man. This is the way you rebuild. This is the way you get your get back. And this is a building block for him. I get Luis Arias ain't the craziest opponent, and it's far more greater challenges than him. But, a guy like Erickson Lubin, like I said, coming off a tough loss, all you could do is take it one fight at a time. And I think this is the start. So he was very sharp. He didn't make a lot of mistakes. He was switched on, man. He was in his bag, man. Like, what more could I say besides he just put on an excellent performance, man. Got a stoppage over a tough guy that usually don't get stopped. Right. Yeah, man, facts. So, again, man, we're going to get to that next, man, because we definitely got to talk about that. So, look, man, it was a good fight from him. Good fight. Yeah, right. Good fight. Roberto Whitaker was good with it, fam. Yeah, J-Rock got smashed up. J-Rock fought his ass off. So we're going to get to that, man. We're going to get to this, man. Roberto, salute, fam. Y'all smash the like button for me. Sub to the channel if you haven't. We're going to rock out for a little bit. Just wanted to get my thoughts, like I said, on this post-fight. So, again, good comeback win for Erickson the Hammer Lubin. I think, his best might be yet to come. I truly feel like that. I feel like he fully recovered. I don't see no residual effects from that Fundora fight. He wasn't gun shy. His hands wasn't in his pockets. See, these are key things. See, he wasn't in there overthinking. You get what I'm saying? You seen him having fun in there and enjoying what he was doing, and he went out there and put on a hell of a performance against a guy, like I said, that's tough and usually good at surviving and not getting knocked out, and he was able to get him out of there. So, respect to Erickson Lubin. Glad to see him back. The Hammer is back. That's how you come back and make your return. You get what I'm saying? That's how you get the people talking again. And again, glad to see it, man. But moving past that, we had the main event. Which was Carlos Adames and Julian J-Rock Williams. And I got to say, man, J-Rock fought better than people said. J-Rock did better than what people said. He fought better than what people said. He looked better than what people said. He took punches better than what people said. Like, he did I see a lot of positives in this loss. Get what I'm saying? Ain't no moral victories and all of that stuff is true. And yeah, he started taking some punishment in the back end of that fight. But I'm going to tell you this, man. J-Rock was game and J-Rock came to fight, man. J-Rock was game and he came to fight. He fought his ass off. That's not a fight where you hang your head and be embarrassed about. I'm telling you. Like, look, I'm here to say hell of a performance from Carlos Adames. look, man, he went in there. He stayed with it. He looked like once he caught his second win, J-Rock was unable to catch his, and he was able to take advantage of, you know, J-Rock's inactivity and fatigue in those moments. Carlos Adames kind of unlocked something late in the fight with the body work that he was unleashing on J-Rock. He was doing a lot of great body work, man, and working with both hands, yo. So he came in there working, man. And like I said, he caught his second win, and he was able to take advantage of J-Rock down the stretch. But I'm going to say this, man. J-Rock had more power, man. Carlos Adames might have been in trouble, bro. He shook Carlos Adames a couple times with some shots, man. He really moved Carlos Adames with some shots, man. I seen that last night. And we being honest, this guy was being hit last night a lot. This was a good fight. You know what I mean? J-Rock definitely caught the worst of it, and Carlos Adames walked out of there. He ain't take a ton of damage, it looked like, to the face, but he was getting touched. And I feel like some of that is just J-Rock not being the biggest puncher at 60, of course, but he looked good at 60. So I don't think him being at 60 played any negative factors on the fight. I think Carlos, he was just in there. He lost to the better man, the younger man, fresher man than Carlos Adames. He came out there and he executed. He stayed with it. Like I said, he changed tactics late, and he started focusing a lot on that body. I think he took a lot of air and steam out of J-Rock tires, and you know, J-Rock kept fighting late, bro. He kept fighting late, but you know, the stoppage, the issue with the stoppage for me, y'all, the issue with the stoppage is the timing of it, like the timing in which he got stopped. And again, I get it. J-Rock was losing the fight, but it wasn't no blowout fight, y'all. It wasn't no blowout. Neither guy touched the canvas. You get what I'm saying? To me, respectfully, both guys felt each other's power in there at different points in the fight. Like I said, obviously, J-Rock took the worst of it because Carlos Adames obviously is the heavier puncher out of the two. But he did a hell of a job weathering them storms, man. He did a hell of a job. Punches, man. That's what I'm saying. You separate them as the punches was being thrown. It was crazy. Big Dog Willie in that super. What's good with it, my bro? Con KO EJ and Six Flags because he vomited on the roller coaster. Salute to my bro, Big Dog Willie, man. Always coming through with
and we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to Big Dog Willie, but man, facts, Sean, that body work that he unlocked late, it was vicious, man. He was doing a real job on J-Rock late, man. But like I said, I want to be very clear when I put up any resistance about this stoppage. I'm not saying J-Rock wasn't hurt. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying he wouldn't have eventually gotten knocked out or any of that stuff, right? But what I'm saying is he weathered bigger storms in that fight than the one he was weathering at the particular time of the stoppage. It's a reason why I put that picture in the thumbnail. Just look at who the referee is grabbing. Usually the referee grabs the guy and saves the guy. He ended up grabbing Carlos Adames. And J-Rock was still like shooting a jab in the process. And I just didn't like the timing of the stoppage, y'all. I'm not saying he wouldn't have got stopped. I'm not saying I want to see him sit up here and get beat down and none of that weird stuff, right? I'm not saying that I want to see him get punished, but I wanted to see the stoppage make more sense and be more accurate. You get what I'm saying? He could have stopped that fight sooner if he really wanted to, right? If he really wanted to. And like I said, I felt like J-Rock, you had to understand that he was going to have to weather these storms in the fight is my problem. You get what I'm saying? The fact that you just have to understand that. Like it was going to be those moments in there where Carlos Adames was going to probably press the pace and try to go for it, and he did. And I think J-Rock did a hell of a job weathering the storm with some of that action, and I just didn't particularly care for the timing of the stoppage. I didn't care for the timing. You get what I'm saying? The particular sequence that led up to the stoppage. You get what I'm saying? I get it. He was taking some shots. He was taking some punishment. But like I said, his hands was still up, and that's important. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was constantly getting hit, flush head, getting rocked back. It wasn't that. You get what I'm saying? I seen guys weather tougher storms is what I'm saying. And J-Rock been through worse. And he just wasn't afforded the opportunity to continue fighting in that moment. And I think he should have been. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? That don't really spoil the outcome because it was what it was. You get what I'm saying? I think he lost to the better man. I think the fight was too close to stop. J-Rock showed he can win rounds and weather the storm. That's what I'm saying. He earned the right to continue. That's where I'm at with it, Sean. I feel like I agree, bro. He just earned the right to keep going because he was never dropped with none of the punches he was hit with. Now, I know he had to hold on, and you get what I'm saying? But this is what boxing is. This is part of boxing. You're going to get hurt. But I could see if he was getting dropped left and right throughout the fight and it got stopped. You get what I'm saying? We just seen QUIGLEY, like, you know what I mean, survive, 4 knockdowns they gave, you know what I mean, Berlanga credit for, and he still was able to continue that fight. So that's all I'm saying. Like, just give a man the opportunity is all. You know what I mean? I thought I was going to win, but the stoppage could have waited. Yeah, just the timing, like the sequence. I felt like the fight was very competitive, bro. I felt like the fight was competitive. I felt like people are, I get what the outcome was. Right? But we're not going to act like Adames wasn't getting touched up in there and getting staggered. He got staggered a couple times and moved with a couple of them hooks in there. He felt some of that power, bro. He felt that power. You get what I'm saying? He felt some of that power. Yeah, but Berlanga is something else. DJ Black Charm Music, salute family. Appreciate you pulling up Fate, my bro. What's good with it? Crush the legend, my bro. What's happening with it, Crush? The ref would have penalized for constantly hugging him every time he was hurt. Would have been over in the 4th. Yeah, but I don't see no reason for none of that. I seen a good fight. I seen back and forth action. I seen the younger man getting the better of the work. Let's be clear. I seen the younger man and the Adames getting the better of the work. But I seen J-Rock putting up a valiant effort, bro. I seen J-Rock coming back. I seen J-Rock landing several combinations. I seen J-Rock working in there. He was doing some work in there. He had some very good moments. Of course, he didn't have enough of them. And I'm not saying here making no case to say he won. No, I'm not. He showed out a lot better than what people gave him credit for. G. Roy, what's good with it, fam? Defended like it just the timing of it. G. Roy, you get what I'm saying? The sequence that led up to it. Like I felt like J-Rock had tougher moments in the fight. You get what I'm saying? Then when when it was actually stopped. You get what I'm saying? This puncher's chance. Stoppage black. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And he just had to just let him go with it, bro. Just let him go with it. We gonna see, man. Salute to the fam in the building, man. Y'all smashed the like button. Like I said, J-Rock did well. People not just are giving him too much credit every time we look at J-Rock. Nah, I think people not giving him enough credit, Ghost. You gotta give him enough credit, man. You gotta think this a dude suffered some tough losses. You know what I mean? He's what is his second fight at 60? That's not no excuse for him, but you get what I'm saying? I think you gotta give him more credit. Older guy. People said he was going to get knocked out easy and all this. Like, it's a lot of things. Like, again, I agree with J-Rock wholeheartedly, and this is no slight to Carlos Adames. This whole boogeyman and the most feared guy, I think they're forcing that. But I think Carlos Adames is a very good fighter. I think he's a very game fighter. I think he's going to be around. I think he's going to challenge anybody he get in the ring with. And I think he got a very, very good chance of winning just about any fight that he get in there with. But I seen some holes as well. I seen some holes. He was getting touched up, man. J-Rock was shaking him a little bit. Mr. Kyler was good with it. He said he should. He said he should have thrown the break in it. Berlanga got caught with a body shot by QUIGLEY. He was hurt. Oh, yeah. Morrell and get GG be like that same shot. Yeah, he's going to hurt him. Body more. What's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? That man gonna get his shit right one of these days. I like Bradman though, yo. I like Bradman. Look at who's at 160. Boogeyman. Yeah, I get it, but I still think they forcing it though. The most feared man and all that. You get what I'm saying, Ghost? That's not saying that he's not good and some people don't want to smoke with him, right? But they still forcing that to be a narrative. I didn't see that. And it's kind of like in a way what they're doing with Johnny. But don't get me wrong. I don't think Carlos Adames is hype or none of that. I think he is the goods. I know he is the goods. He just showed us last night. He beat a very game, J-Rock to me. He beat a very game J-Rock. OZ Boxing 22. What's good, my bro? How you feeling? Could have did way better, possibly winning. Man was telling him what to do. He wouldn't do it. Actually worked perfectly. Then would stop and go back to being goofy. I just think body more that you know what that is? That's a matter of age, bro. You get what I'm saying? And you the difference is now in his performances is it's harder for him to not to do those things, but to continue to do those things consistently without making mistakes. You get what I'm saying? And I think age plays a factor in that. You know what I mean? Some of the tough fights that he's had play a factor in that. The fact that Carlos Adames was a good fighter plays a factor in that. You get what I'm saying? So it's a number of things, right? But I think he did a lot better than what people gave him credit for or what they said he was going to do. And again, this is taken up from Carlos Adames. He went out there and not just did what he was supposed to do. He did it very well. But he took some shots. Like he got some things he could tighten up on for sure. You get what I'm saying? But I seen him get his second win and he got in his bag. And I seen him unlock them body shots late. And he brought a lot of pressure. He brought a lot of pressure late. And he was pushing the pace. But J-Rock was weathering the storm. And look, I seen a good fight last night. I did. I seen a good fight where a younger guy was very determined, very game, skilled, you know what I mean, disciplined in his areas, you know what I mean, fast. Like, I like what I see from Carlos Adames. But, again, he is hittable. He is hittable, and that's what's going to make him more exciting, right? But he got some good power. Got some good power, you know what I'm saying? And I think he's going to be interesting. We got some interesting fights at 60 with Carlos Adames to be made. I personally would like to see him fight Johnny Beck. You get what I'm saying? But no boogie, man. Yeah, man. J-Rock kept using pivots and angles. Man, yeah, I'm telling you, yeah. And I just don't think he had the energy body more to keep it up because he was doing it in spots. He just couldn't keep it up. And he could call himself that. Ghost ain't nothing wrong with it. He can call himself that, right? But I think that people trying to make him out to be the most feared man. I'm always have an issue with narratives because I can see through him. Like, but is he a beast? Definitely. That don't make him less than no beast. They just they force everything on everybody. Just like everybody from the Philippines, they always try to line them fighters' names up with Manny Pacquiao and they always go horribly wrong. You get what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's just like, let him be Carlos Adames. Like, let him be the beast that he is. Bronco, he a beast. You get what I'm saying? And that beast, he one of the better fighters. He one of the top dogs at 160, man. I think it's a matter of time before he competing for the title. He one of them dudes, you know what I'm saying? It's none to take from Carlos Adames, bro. I seen a good performance last night. I just seen a guy that needed to tighten up defensively, too, because he was getting hit with a lot of clean shots and uppercuts, too. You know what I mean? And some good movement, you know what I mean, create some issues for him, too. So, again, he's a good fighter to watch, an exciting fighter to watch. And I like what I see from him. I'm going to keep watching him. Them body shots was, man, I was feeling them body shots last night. Carlos Adames was working that body. That was a bad night. On a bad night, he went off. Man, I don't think it was a bad night for him. I don't think it was a bad night. I just think he was in there with a game fighter. Like J-Rock said, when Jim Gray asked J-Rock what give you this confidence, what did J-Rock say? He said, because I'm world class and I can fight. He said, I can fight. I'm world class. And that's what you've seen. That's why Carlos Adames looked the way he did, because he was in there with a guy that wasn't just a standstill punching bag, right? He was in there with a guy that gave him a good run for his money. You know what I mean? Good run for his money, but what Carlos Adames was never at risk of losing the fight. You get what I'm saying? I'm calling it straight down the middle as I can. I seen a competitive outcome, but I seen the younger guy getting the better of the work and winning the majority of the rounds straight like that. Straight like that. Nothing to take from him. Good performance, but I seen him getting touched with some shots that was bothering him in there, and it was fun to watch, bro. Now his feet are really slow in the later rounds. Yeah, he slowed down a little bit, but he got that second win, right? J-Rock slowed down even more. Adames was able to get his second win. J-Rock wasn't. Gonna give him a shot, man. They ain't gonna have no choice, Ghost, man. We gonna call for it. We like what we see in Carlos Adames. We want to see him get his opportunities, bro. We want to see him because he gonna make good fights, bro. He gonna make good fights. Man, I'm telling you, man. Great point, bro. Great point. Yeah, he's slowing down. You can see it. But Adames, man, Adames was on his game, man, last night. Body shots in a row. I know your facts, bro. Rozier, and they was digging body shots. He was digging with them body shots. He wasn't just slapping. He was digging. It's like he figured something out. I'm like, respect to him, bro. Respect to him. But yeah, he slowed down a little bit down the stretch for sure. Let me see his look. Maybe because he thought he could knock J-Rock out sooner. You get what I'm saying? Maybe. But I don't think he looked terrible. I think J-Rock just gave him a competitive fight that he was never in risk of losing. You get what I'm saying? He was never at risk of losing a fight, but it was competitive through some of these rounds. Like, it was real good action. And Diamonds had his moments where he was, you know, putting it on and turning it on. J-Rock had to weather them storms, but overall, it was a fun fight to watch, man. They was going at it. So, man, the first time my fight got whooped. I think it's the timing of the stoppage. Big Tex was good. I think Charlo would beat him. Nice though. Yeah, Charlo, man, I can't really say tell Charlo to do it. Yeah, look, hey, Ghost. I tell you what, we know Charlo hitting harder than J-Rock. That's a fact, right? We know Charlo hitting harder than J-Rock. I feel like Charlo chin is definitely better than J-Rock. I feel like he's definitely a better fighter at this point, 2-year layoff or not, right? That'd be a fun fight to watch. You can't possibly tell me after last night you just think he'll walk through a Charlo. I promise you I don't think that, and I don't see how anybody could think that. If we're being realistic, that man, J-Rock, was touching him. He showed some holes in it, Carlos Adames, but again, that's because all these dudes are human. This is no negative. It's nothing negative to take from what Carlos Adames did last night, like in a negative light, right? It's just constructive criticism. I seen him getting touched in there. You get what I'm saying? I seen him getting touched in there. I seen him get a little tired in there. Seen him get a little lackadaisical in some areas. You get what I'm saying? I seen him be human, is what I'm saying. So again, him and Charlo, man, that'd be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a good fight. Be a good fight. I ain't just counting Charlo out like that. I just can't do that. Ain't nobody beat him in the ring either. You get what I'm saying? We seen Charlo do it 32 times. Get what I'm saying? So I'm just a little more logical. I think Charlo is going, like, especially switched on mentally and physically in shape. Not just physically in shape, but mentally in shape and switched on and focused. Charlo is a dog, man. Charlo, we talking about Jamal Charlo. He a dog, man. I get it. What have you done for me lately? He ain't been on the set. I get all of that. But let's not act like this dude ain't been beating many a ass in the ring, bro. Charlo ain't no poop hut. I gotta say that, man. Charlo is a hell of a fighter. I'm not saying he'd go in there and wipe Adames out, but I know that'll be a dog fight. We're gonna come out of that fight like we'll be coming out of that fight chattering, bro. I guarantee you, win, lose, or draw, whoever win, lose, or draw, we'll be having that'll be a fun fight to watch. But I tell you this, don't let Charlo catch you clean with some of them shots J-Rock was catching you with and shaking you, because you're gonna feel him. And Adames got real power too. He's snappy and he fast and he got size, man. Like, so I like him. He's smart. He got boxing ability. He got dog in him. Like that'd be a damn good fight to watch. I think so. Me personally, Just Do thinks Charlo and Adames would be a damn good fight to watch, man. Hell yeah, and I hope we could get it. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yeah. Right. Nah, but look, Ghost, when you come here, you talking to me, so you know I'm gonna give Carlos Adames his just due. You know what I mean? I know a lot of other people you might feel like hate on him, don't give him his credit, but at least you know over here it's a hate-free zone when it comes to boxers over here, all across the board. I don't hate none of these dudes. Carlos Adames was fun to watch last night too, man. And Charlo has a gas tank. Absolutely, he does, man. And that dog on the walk, I love to see it, Ghost. I love to see it. And ain't nothing wrong with feeling confident and rocking with your man either. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all know it over here. Yeah. and we don't even hate him, Ghost. We don't even hate him. We just don't like how he be moving. But I tell you what, that PBC move got me impressed. But yeah, man, let me make sure I finish making sure I get these dudes they proper credit. Yeah. We seen a good fight last night, man. Carlos Adames showed you why he's one of the names that keep coming up, right? He showed you that he's gonna be around for a while, right? Like any other fighter, it's always holes, is things you could work on. That's regular, right? But you ain't seen nothing that's super alarming from Carlos Adames where you feel like, man, he ain't the guy they saying he is. He is dangerous. He do punch hard. He can box. He is smart. He is crafty. He do got dog. You get what I'm saying? And I think he's gonna be around. He's gonna be around for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna be a name that come up quite often at 160 as long as he continue to get the fights. I think he can give us a good fight with anybody, if not outright beat him. You get what I'm saying? And just put it this way, as it pertains to them trying to make Janabek the boogeyman and him the most feared man, I could go with him being more feared than a Janabek right now because he just look like he can box more with it to me right now. You know what I'm saying? Carlos Adames like he got a little bit more of an it factor than Janabek right now to me. So it can't be two boogeymen in the same division. And the only way to get rid of that is get them to fight. So, hey, I'd love to see that fight as well. You know what I'm saying? Bob Santos need help. Carlos need to help Carlos mentally. Yo, I like Bob Santos. I like him. Yo. Roger was good with it. Janabek got beat up by Bentley. He did. And I think Carlos, I'm going to just tell you right now, Roger, I think Carlos Adames would beat Janabek. Is he supposed to beat him? I don't know, right? But I feel like he'd beat him. I feel like if we're going to go with either of them had to be a boogeyman. If I had to pick it, I wouldn't pick Janabek over Adames. But I do like what I seen from Adames, man. I do like what I seen, but I seen holes and I seen things in his game that would make him exciting down the stretch to continue to watch. It'll be fun. Me, Carl's biggest issues are mental, also slowing it down just a little, also more technically, has more technique, just need to use it. I get what you're saying, Ghost. I think Ghost being in there with J-Rock and he's seeing some of the fights that J-Rock had, I think he was trying to knock him out. So I think that played into the way he was executing last night too. Boo Boo versus Morel, who wins? Ah, man. Right now, man, that'd be a hard fight to watch, Ash, but man, it's just hard to count out Andre, man. It is, man. It is, man. And especially if he stays active, because that'd be a really, really good fight because they both got a level of craftiness there that'll lead to like a chess match. You know what I'm saying? Man, that'd be a good fight to watch, man. The younger Morel make me want to lean towards him because Boo Boo getting older, right? But I just wouldn't count Boo Boo out, but I lean towards Morel because he's just that younger guy, man. I feel like, and he mean in there. He mean. He punched with some bad intentions, man. He punched with some bad intentions for real. It's fired up combinations. J-Rock started to fire back. The ref jumped in front. Yeah, I didn't like the timing of the stoppage, the sequence that led to it. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I seen him dealing with more in the fight and it not being stopped. You know what I mean? Martinez, a dog, yeah, he was coming, wasn't he? Little dudes was coming, wasn't they? Fate. It was bringing the action last night. Oh yeah, it'd be hard to watch because I like Boo Boo. That's my guy, man. But Morel's a mean dude, man. And he ain't coming up out of that fight unscathed, man. He ain't coming up out of that fight unscathed. That'd be a hard watch because I like them both. You know what I mean? Boo Boo, my guy. But I tell you what, it'd be a fun fight to watch though. They didn't say Roger, but something tell me that could potentially be it because Plant saying he right back in a big fight, but he didn't announce what it was. Dominic Boo Boo wasn't impressed at 68. And then that's another thing, the newer weight class for him, getting older, you know what I mean, just slowing down naturally, Morel kind of surging, riding a lot of momentum, things like that. Yeah, now that'd be a good matchup still though, Ash. Listen, Boo Boo, I don't think gonna get walked through by nobody. You get what I'm saying? I think he can lose and get outpointed or caught or anything like that, right? Just like anybody else. But I think he'll, as long as he in shape and healthy, I think he can give anybody a good fight, if not outright beat him. You know what I'm saying? I like what I see from Boo Boo throughout his career. Like he's another one that get downplayed a lot, but you ain't seen nobody beat him. You get what I'm saying? Nah, he ain't got the biggest names on his resume, but we all know the story. Yeah, Kaunaki, he take too many punches, Fate. He take too many punches. Yeah, Ghost love them dudes. Truly blessed. What's good, family? How you salute to you and the wifey, man. Appreciate you as well, man. Yesterday, awesome. All day. Boxing, right? All day, man. It was a great night. Salute to Truly Blacks. Appreciate you, fam. Imagine Andre do Benavidez like he did Willie Nelson. That'd be crazy, Roja. Remember that fight? Man, Andre was in his bag. But that's why I say, man, like his biggest issue, I think, is going to be age and inactivity. You know, simply father time for him, because nobody is going to be able to convince me that man can fight and fight well. But again, they're all human. Everybody has holes. Everybody has things they're deficient at, that they're not good at. You get what I'm saying? And nobody is eluded father time, in my opinion. You get what I'm saying? Especially with inactivity. That's like a double negative. 817, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? Been there with good fighters, yeah. He just get hit too much for me. Same thing, getting tagged. And that's what Kalinaki was younger and bringing it. You know what I mean? Andre versus Plant. That's what I think might happen. What's good with 817? El Ray, what's good with it? I think Big Baby versus Charles Martin is gonna be better than what people think. Yeah, it could be. For me in that matchup, because I think the athleticism of Big Baby gonna cause Charles Martin a lot of problems right off the bat to me. Like the fact that he's fluid with his movement and punches, I think, Charles Martin could be a little top heavy and stiff a little bit. You get what I'm saying? A little stiff in there. You get what I'm saying? That's the same dude that looked like somebody unplugged his controllers, or his battery died on his controller in there against King Kong. King Kong had that man in the outer limit somewhere. I don't know, just a lot of boo-boo style come from awkwardness and athleticism, right? He would have to be able to hurt morale. I think boo-boo got enough power to definitely sting you and get your respect for sure. Tracy Morgan ain't beating Big Baby. Nah, he absolutely not. It's boo-boo versus Plant. Versus Plant versus David. It could be. It could be, cuzzo. It could be. It could be for sure, because I feel like Boo Boo could do more than what Benavidez. Oh, you said are you saying Plant and David Benavidez? I mean, are Plant and Morrell and Boo Boo and Plant? What's good with it, family? How y'all bros feeling, man? I heard Eddie Hearn talking about AJ Ruiz, both talking about fight versus Wilder. Yeah, they both pissing me off, man. Andy Ruiz look like he man. I don't know what's up with Andy Ruiz since AJ Charles Martin definitely been stiff. Yeah, he little stiff in there. He got heavy hands when he land, though. But he just, he could be a little robotic for me. The Russian heavyweight got a tough fight next week. Might get stopped. Might. And taking Slim Fast, right? Or something. Jack Coakley. I'm telling you, El Ray, Andre, biggest problems, bro, is inactivity, man. That inactivity and getting father time will catch up to anybody, yeah. But the thing is, on at his best, these dudes, a lot of these dudes will probably get their asses whooped, man. I'm telling you, like the fact that he's older now is people's best chance at beating him, because I don't give a damn. Younger, more active, Andre was a damn problem. You know what I'm saying? He was a damn problem, and dudes wasn't jumping up and down to fight him. We can't act like that wasn't the case. I ain't gonna say people was ducking him, but I'm gonna just say people wasn't banging down his door to fight him. Yeah, Body Moore. I think he gonna stop Charles Martin. I think Big Baby gonna stop Charles Martin. Yeah, Ruiz gonna go to sleep for real, especially losing all that weight. That's just gonna make it worse. I'm telling you, Prime Andre is different, yo. He might not be prime right now. He might be headed out of the prime, but I'm telling you, That dude ain't no walk in the park, man. It's a reason why dudes ain't been banging down his door to fight him. I don't care how people feel about it. That dude could fight, man. From Berlanga undercard is good. Yeah, I know what you talking about, Fate. And he's gonna get stopped for the first time in his career. I'm telling you, I think Wilder gonna sleep him. They fight. And he out here playing with all that weight. And he out here losing all that weight like it's a game, bro. Somebody gonna hurt that man. Big B-Lo, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling, bro? You said Andre Basic. I don't know, man. To me, man, Andre had always been a hell of a fighter. I think just an underrated guy. You know what I'm saying? Just an underrated guy. I think the big names have eluded him for one reason or another. But I think people know at the end of the day, man, Andre always had the tools to be able to give somebody a good fight, if not beat him. You know what I'm saying? The top of his game, man, Andre, the hell of a fighter. I feel like Benavidez will eventually figure him out and walk him down. The key to Benavidez is movement and not getting tired. And I think you gotta be able to get his respect. Gotta be able to get his respect. Yeah, I think Andre is definitely levels above Basic, though. That's just me, though. I mean, former Olympian, I think he always been one of the top guys. You know what I'm saying? Just without fighting the biggest names, right? So he left a lot to be desired in terms of competition. I get that, but for the most part, that dude, like if you really watched him, active Andre running through the ranks, especially at 154, he was. I was wondering, I'm like, damn, Big Tex. I'm like, still my guy, he gonna tell you wrong, but damn, like, damn, he going in. He was going in for a second. Like, damn, what happened? What Boo do to you? But I like David, you know what I mean? I like David Benavidez too. I like the hunger, the determination, his willingness to try to be great and get better. I mean, he just has some areas where he limited, just like any other fighter, or where he's not the best at, right? I think his feet are just not the best. You know what I'm saying? And that could be problematic depending on who he's in the ring with. Get what I'm saying? But one thing for sure, two things for certain. When it comes to Benavidez, you can't get tired fighting him. That's the worst thing you could do. Yeah, right, Body More. He tripped out. Yeah, right. Yeah. He was going in on Charlo versus Canelo 168. I think that's what it's going to be, if it's going to be anything, because Canelo ain't coming to no 160. That'd be a good fight, though. I'm telling you, man, Charlo just got to be focused. Because Canelo ain't been looking his best either, man. His last 3 outings, he done went the distance with each one of them. Charlo just got to come back and be switched on. Top heavy, has a lot of speed, but he's a stationary target, right? Me too. I think Wilder, for him to utilize his fast hands, he'll have to get in the inside, and I think he'll be met with a lot of resistance, jabs and things like that. And you remember how hesitant he was to throw against King Kong Ortiz. I think he'll be the same. I think he'll be just as hesitant to throw against Wilder because he knows what's coming back. And I think at some point that right hand finds a home and puts Ruiz ass out. Man, he fighting Damon Nicholson next, I believe, Cuzzo, and Billy too. They just got to put him in there with the guys, man. They got to. Yeah, he gotta take it to him, man. Lies and granted challenge and somebody can crack him. Get Benavidez a rude awakening. Yeah, he gotta be smart, definitely, but offering that chin up. Rob, what's good with it, Rob? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. Watch Deontay ended in 2 rounds. I'm telling he could. It's gonna be first fight 6. Yeah, right. I know. The only thing that makes me feel okay is I feel like Charlo got the size to be at 68 anyway, right? So it's just a matter of him acclimating well enough to have a 12-round fight if need be at that weight class, right? With it being his first time. But it still be a tough fight, you know what I mean? 2-year layoff type deal. Yeah, Wilder hurt Ruiz, in my honest opinion. Yeah, man, says sooner or later the wall's going to close in because then Billy keep winning. They're going to have to fight him, bro. They're going to have to. You keep winning, they're going to have to fight him. Charles have him on 60. Yeah, he is a bit. Billy's ranked #1 in WC. It's time for a top name. All facts, cuzzo. All facts. And I know that's what he want. I know and Billy want that smoke. I know he do. He a dog too, man. He a dog, man. He is a dog. Yeah, Wilder Ruiz, it'd be fun as long as it lasts, Rob. But I think Ruiz gets stopped in that fight. First time getting stopped, I think he'll get stopped for real. I think because of the slow feet and, the fact that he do got fast hands, but he'll have a much shorter arms and he's going to have to work his way in. I think Wilder could catch him, snipe him, and hurt him. I really do. That'll be fun as long as it lasts, I tell you that. And start mixing up at 68. I'm telling you, 68 got some talent because, right. They just got to start giving people their shots. Like, don't avoid the smoke because then Billy is dangerous, bro. And we know it. He dangerous and he can box. And he carries power late, too. He a dog. And Billy a dog, though, man. I just want to see what he really got, man. Yeah, he do look older than 26. Bro ass only 26 years old. Only 26. He a monster. He's a monster. Good Wilder Usyk. Yeah, I don't think Usyk will avoid the right hand for 12 rounds either, body more, because he get hit. And every fight he's ever been in, no matter how good you've seen him look, he get hit. And I think if those guys can hit him, Wilder would be able to hit him. That's just my opinion. I think Usyk will have moments he'll be able to box until he can't, until you get caught. And I think at some point the right hand does find a home. So it's wild too. That's crazy, man. Salute to him, Billy, man. I want to look into his story. Watch the fight of the Davis. Me too, Ash. Me too. Absolutely, 100%. 100%. But real quick, let me run through this because we did talk about Carlos Adames, right? And J-Rock. So salute to them. That was a good fight, man. Salute to Carlos Adames and J-Rock. Hopefully he come back. You know what I mean? He put out a hell of a performance last night. But what y'all think about y'all boy Edgar Berlanga, man? What y'all think about the chosen one, man? He got credit for 4 knockdowns last night. Well, y'all impressed. I just want to say, man, I see him trying to improve. I'm not about to bash the performance, but I just see a lot of holes in the game where a top-level fighter will beat him, in my opinion. I still don't think Edgar Berlanga is ready for the top level. He did earn his victory last night. He beat Jason Quigley. He did what he had to do with him. But Demetrius Andre knocked Jason Quigley out in like 2 rounds, and he's not even a known puncher. So Edgar Berlanga, he did well in spots. He tried to box. He did some boxing. He did some body work. But ultimately, the problem with him is putting it all together on the night. Even though he won, I think that's because of the level of opponent he had in front of him in Jason Quigley. But I wasn't thoroughly impressed. I'm not going to knock him. I've seen worse performances. I just don't see a ton of improvement. I see an effort. I see him trying in there. But again, he's still he's not ready for the elite level talent. Respectfully, he's not ready for the elite level talent. He called out Jaime Munguia. That might be a good fight, might be, but again, I don't know. It's gonna be a risky fight though, because he's gonna have to bank on knocking Munguia out. My bad, yeah, fam. Right. I'm telling you, man. So Berlanga was listening to the corner. Oh, he wasn't listening to the corner, right? So again, Edgar with the zone is a little safe, right, man? It's crazy. He went there probably thinking he was gonna get the Canelo fight, and Canelo went over there to PBC, which is crazy. Andre could show him how to end quickly too. Right, man. Right, Quigley was boxing his head off. Everything he said he would do, he did the total opposite. I'm telling you, man. So yeah, I seen some holes. I seen him getting hit often. I seen him head hunting. I seen him not setting up the power as much as he should have. He was setting it up to a certain degree. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, he had his moments. Obviously, he won the fight, but he got credit for like 4 knockdowns, and I don't think they was all knockdowns, but that's another story. Ultimately, he did win this fight, but you know, we just being honest, he just need more seasoning. He need more work. He need more live work. He need to go back to the drawing board and just keep working. You know what I mean? He's still very young. He got a lot of his career ahead of him, depending on how he played. Get what I'm saying? He got some things he really need to work on, bro. He need to work on some things. Munguia might not be the best style matchup for him because he get tired. I seen him get tired. He'd be walking around with his hands down. That's not a good sign. He's very hittable. So I don't know if a Munguia fight makes sense unless he's banking on knocking Munguia out, because if he don't, I don't think he'll outwork Munguia, and I think he'll take a lot of punishment in that fight. If not, mess around and get stopped. So we're going to see. Munguia versus Berlanga announced at the end of the year. I think it's going to be a tough fight for him too, Ghost, if that's the way he go. I mean, knockdowns was... Yeah, they wasn't knockdowns, all of them. They gave him credit for 4, but I watched it clearly. They wasn't all knockdowns. One of them was like, oh, you pushed them down. There was 1 or 2 of them was a little sus. At least 1 or 2, but 2 of them was cool. You know what I mean? But at least another 2 was a little questionable. But like I say, he did box in spots. He did try to use his jab. I just don't think he used it enough. And you know, I think he was following Jason Quigley around the ring a little bit too much. And he wasn't going to the body enough, in my opinion. So the fight, you know, it was missing some things, but, you know, he got some positives to take away as well. You know what I'm saying? It's another win under his belt. It wasn't controversial. He did win, but Jason Quigley just, you know, that's not much of a measuring stick, you know, for a guy that had been knocked out in 2 rounds by Andre. So I don't know. If you're going from Jason Quigley to Jaime Munguia, that's a nice, significant jump, in my opinion. And I think Jaime Munguia offer a ton more offensively than Jason Quigley did. And I think it'll be a tougher fight, a much tougher fight to win. I think he'll have to rely too heavily on his power. And the fact that Munguia has power too, it'll be risky. It'll be risky. But I respect it. If you take that fight next, I respect it. But it'll be risky. I'm telling you now. I'm just blaming you, man. Said these coaches are trying to change their styles instead of adding, sharpening, improving the style that they have. They got their eye. Yeah, right. Right, Body Moore. Just go with what works instead of trying to reinvent these dudes. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, looking for knockouts. Yeah, Sleeper, he just don't be setting it up enough for me, right? He do it in spots, but he just don't do it consistently enough, right? And I think at the elite level, that's troublesome. I think those shots that he be looking for will never present themselves. I think he'll have to rely too much on being lucky. You get what I'm saying? And we know the higher you go up in level, the less likely for you to get lucky with those shots. You got to really set them up, and you got to be educated with with your power. You got to learn how to disguise. That's an issue of his. He don't know how to disguise his right hand. You get what I'm saying? He just still good enough to hit you with it. You get what I'm saying? Even though guys know it's coming, but it's a lot of right hands that he missed with. You get what I'm saying? Because of the loading up, the telegraphing, and not disguising it, just winging it. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of holes in there. And I'm just saying at the elite level, he's going to be in trouble. But at the, the bright side of things, he still got to win. And he can learn from this. He got some rounds in. Get what I'm saying? He can learn from this and try to get better. But he definitely got to get better. He got to get better. Because put it this way. The performance I seen last night from him loses to MUNGUIA. That performance loses to MUNGUIA because you got touched quite often by Jason QUIGLEY. And my thing is, if that was JAIME MUNGUIA on the other side punching you, I think you'll have a bigger problem on your hands. You get what I'm saying? So I just don't know if that's the fight for you. Andre don't like MUNGUIA. Could tell Berlanga call Andre. Teach him. Berlanga has no body work. That's the problem, Bodymore. No body work, yo. And then the times that he did cut the ring off, he just didn't go to the body. Whenever he was in front of QUIGLEY the right way, he just throwing a lot of head hunting. In the first 16, right. Yeah, them knockouts, Bodymore, was a gift and a curse, bro. Gift and a curse. Elite level, your power ain't the same. It takes a legit punch to hurt those guys. And you know what I'm saying? You know what it is, Ghost? It's not even that this dude, he obviously heavy-handed, right? But the issue is setting the power up. He is not setting the power up. He don't know how to disguise the right hand. You got to learn how to set some type of traps and catch a person when they ain't expecting it with that heavy-ass right hand that you got. Not just, launching it and firing it over and over and, lead hook this and, what I mean? Even though he did have success in one of them rounds when he led with a lead hook and got a knockdown. But again, it worked a lot less than it did work. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So is it worth it at the end of the day? And again, it worked with that level of opposition that Jason QUIGLEY presented to you. But you talking about stepping it up. I think MUNGUIA will be a step up, of course, from QUIGLEY. So I think it'll be a tougher fight. I don't think the performance you put forth last night will beat JAIME MUNGUIA. I think he'd mess around and stop you because you gave QUIGLEY a lot of opportunities to land on you, and he did. It's just he ain't punching like that. He's just not no puncher for real. You get what I'm saying? So we're gonna see, man. Triple G ever happens, it's over for him. Yeah, man. Triple G beat him right now, in my opinion. Right now. We see guys get one punch kill at low level, and the second they step up, people walk through them same punches. Same as Drew Berlanga. He has power. Yeah. I don't think it's exactly what it appeared to be, Ghost, like in the 16 first round knockouts, right? But I definitely think he got KO power. I think he do got heavy hands. But I think it's right now the issue to me, it seems like a matter of technique, punch placement. You get what I'm saying? Like it's some things like and simply just setting the power up. Like it's much harder to get knockouts and hit people with shots that they know coming, and that's his problem. He could be a bit predictable with his right hand because people know that's the shot he want to land, and he'll focus too much primarily on that landing that right hand. And again, the knockouts are not going to come when you're not setting them up, when you kind of chasing them. You get what I'm saying? And that's where he's still in that phase where he's chasing a knockout because I know that's that's the expectation that he's built for himself, getting those knockouts early, but he's been chasing one ever since in every fight so far. So what is he, like 20-0 now? And he had about 5 fights that ain't been knockouts, or 4 or 5 fights, whatever it is. It's the same thing over and over. You get what I'm saying? He's chasing a knockout and it's not coming. And although he was able to get several knockdowns, like I said, all which weren't clean knockdowns, but he got credit for 4, he still wasn't able to put this dude QUIGLEY away. Like I said, that Demetrius Andre, who's not a known puncher that people keep saying is trash, got him out of there in 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know. Keep calling out. Fired is 104. Yeah. Nigga's second name was GGG. Yeah, right. I guess maybe because he still feel like that's a credible name, and I guess the only person that you could say Triple G lost to was Canelo, right? So, but let him go ahead. If he think he ready for that smoke, go ahead and get in there with Triple G. G40, aka G40, or Triple She as Cuzzo call him. I mean, go in there and think it's sweet, because it's not. It's probably, like I said, with shots telegraph, right? He doesn't know how to set up his shots. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You like, you knowing it's coming is not gonna work, bro. It's not. They're gonna take this thing off the shots, brace for it more, block it. Like, it's a lot, and you would think he would learn this stuff by now, but I just don't know. He I get people say he trash. He just ain't what he appeared to be at first, like, or what people expect him to be. Still think he got a level of talent and skill, but it's about putting in the right work and learning the right things. And is he a coachable guy? Like, I don't know what kind of work he's putting in the gym. I don't know what he's being taught. And I don't know if what he's being taught, is it a matter if he's not applying it in the ring when it's time to fight? I don't know, but look, man, he still got time to learn, man. So he lived to fight another day. He's still undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. He just got to stay active now and get the right fights, man, and just get better. And maybe he's a guy that's just going to get better with experience. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. And like I said, those 16 first-round knockouts was a gift and a curse, although they were exciting and they got a lot of people watching. But he's been unable to capture that moment since then. You get what I'm saying? And it's cost him. So I think he just need to just go back to the basics, simplify, man. Don't make this shit more difficult than it gotta be. You know what I mean? Go back to the basics, be fundamentally technically sound. You know what I mean? Work on setting traps in your fights, you know what I mean? And still continue to work on your conditioning, because it seems like you get tired in fights. Before you mess around, turn him into a bum. I'm telling you, G40, you mess around and catch him. On July 8th, fight with Boots and Vila. Yeah, sleeper, man. That's going to be a good fight, bro. It's going to be a good fight. I wanted to go to it, but I'm not going to go to that one. I'm not going to go to AC. I could have got somebody to go with me. I don't think. We know Triple G is a steel chin. Yeah, I'm telling you. Triple G messed around and hurt that young boy with that Kazakhstan power. I'm telling you. But overall, y'all, last night was a solid night. Like I said, man, shout out to ERICKSON Lubin, man. Hell of a win over Luis Arias, man. That was one of my favorite fights of the night because of the way he put together the work, man. Excellent display of boxing. Carlos Adames, even though I hated the timing of the stoppage, he still did his thing. Julian Williams fought back the entire time. He never quit. You know what I mean? He kept fighting. He weathered some storms, you know what I mean, and just kept fighting. He had his moments, just not enough of them. The fight was very competitive in spots, you know what I'm saying? And I like the action that he showed, man. I just hope he don't quit. I hope he get back to it. I hope he get another opportunity. And I'll watch him again any day of the week, man. You know what I mean? But salute to him and both J-Rock and Carlos Adames. Good fight. Lubin, great fight. Khalil Cole, good win after surviving a double knockdown. Good, solid win. Fernando Martinez, another good win over Jade BORNEA. I mean, solid night of boxing, man. Solid night. We got to see some good action, man, and we're gonna see what's next. Now we got to look forward to what is it? July? No, it's July. What is it? 1st? I think the ladies got to fight before July 8th too, y'all. So gotta look and see, double check that Franchise Cruz card. her and Savannah Marshall. I think that's early July too. So I got to check for that. But we're going to have some more good action coming up, man. I just wanted to come get my little quick post-fight thoughts, man, on last night. I think overall it was a nice night of boxing. Seen and unseen boxing. Salute, brother. How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. Like I said, overall it's a good night, man. Edgar Berlanga still got a lot to work on. I mean, some positives, obviously, to take away from the fight. He did win it. You know what I mean? I think he just got to get this, you know, listening to his corner, like from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. And it's a matter of execution and putting it together on the night. Stop having those mental lapses where you following your guy around the ring, dropping your hands, telegraphing your punches. It's a lot of little things that he do that I think are the reason this KO that he wants is evading him. And I think one of the number one reasons is simply him chasing it. Can't tell me I don't see him chasing a knockout or headhunting. That's what I see. And until he changes that up, and like I think goes back to the basics and allow that knockout to come, learn how to set up that power, disguise that right hand that he want to land so bad, I think he's going to continue to have difficulty knocking guys out. Now, he probably could get knocked down, as we seen last night. He got credit for 4 of them, but he was unable to put a guy away. And Jason Quigley, like I said, that got knocked out in 2 rounds from Demetrius Andre. But, you know what I mean? It's not the worst performance. There are positives and things he could take away from there. It's a lot he can work on. And at the very least, his confidence is still intact. So he can just go back to the drawing board and work, bro. That's all you could do. It's the only thing you could do. At least he ain't bite nobody, right? Know what I'm saying? First fight on the zone, he got him a dub, know what I'm saying? July 1st, Jade Anderson versus Charles Yap, Savannah Marshall, Yap, July 1st. And for y'all that don't know, the Richardson Hitchens and Montana Love fight is off due to Montana Love suffering some type of injury. So that fight is canceled. I don't know if they're going to reschedule it. As of right now, I'm hearing just straight cancel. I ain't hearing postpone, which would be unfortunate because I really was looking forward to that fight on the 15th of July. But as it stands, Richardson Hitchens reported that Montana Love suffered some type of injury. I'm guessing maybe training camp or whatever it was, and that fight is canceled. So that sucks. Like I said, we still got these ladies to look forward to, July 1st, and Jared Anderson and Charles Martin. So boxing has still been one of the best years of boxing. And hopefully they find a way to save that fight, man, and salvage that fight for real, for real. Man, appreciate you, truly blessed. We always on the job, man. We gonna keep doing our due diligence, putting in our work, giving boxing its just due. And like I said, just overall great night, man. I was happy to see ERICKSON Lubin back and performing and looking sharp and dominant in his win. So great night of boxing, man, and salute to everybody that pulled up for the fight call last night. It was a solid night, man. The zone put on as well, so boxing continues, man. So again, man, y'all smash that like button if y'all haven't. Sub to the channel, man. Y'all know we right back at it tomorrow, 4 o'clock our time, to take over the airwaves. I just wanted to come and give my quick post-fight thoughts. And we going to be back tomorrow with some more boxing, man. Y'all know how we do. So everybody, make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. And we going to get up out of here, family. Peace. Right. I see you, bro. Yeah, man. A replacement wouldn't be bad, or just try to postpone the fight to save it altogether. You get what I'm saying? Why not? We've seen injuries happen before and fights get postponed and saved. So hopefully they revisit something. But I'm gonna keep a close eye on it. If I hear something else about it, I'll definitely let y'all know. So with that, salute to the Queen, Miss Joette, man. Y'all all make sure y'all have a good day, man. Much love to the family, and we gonna get up out of here, y'all.